think. Oh, sucks. Okay, I think we are live again. I think we're finally back. Okay. If this is working, then we're back with you guys, and we're just having some technical difficulties. It seems that because a Mevo firmware update and or app update that I was forced to take this morning.
Can you move your computer, please?
That I was forced to take this morning before we went live is now screwing up our broadcasts. So I had to restart everything and literally just reboot everything because we lost broadcast. And it dropped the stream. YouTube then said, oh, you ended the stream, when I did not end the stream. Mevo did for some reason. And so I had to recreate a whole new event. That's why it says part 2. And
David, what did you touch the camera?
No, I did not touch the camera, but there it is. Oh, good.
That scared me for a second.
Yeah, the car was gone. So what just happened now, just so you're aware, with the confusion, this is actually a pretty good one.
I think you did that when you came up here. You must have hit it with your hand.
I was spinning the camera around with the controller, and I must have hit the rear backup monitor view, which switches cameras from left, right, front, rear, and it was on the front view, which of course looks like the rear when you're going down the road, except for there's no car there. And so Brenda looks down and there was no tow vehicle.
And my heart stopped because we're going through some pretty steep inclines and declines,
and there was no Jeep in the image.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that could be kind of scary. And
I even turned my signals on left and right to see if maybe I had to reset it or something.
6 minutes of delay were added to your route. You are on the fastest route.
So in any case, a lot of crap going on right now,
Yeah.
and part of that is the Mevo camera giving us this headache. Looks like we are back. You guys should have gotten notices, I would think, that we're live. I don't have a notice on my phone for some reason. But
It came through a little later last time too.
I'm very upset with our little technical difficulties, which we never had before until these updates. And now we have these Waffle House. And now we have these update issues. Or now we have these broadcast issues. I mean, we had 80-something people before. Now we're down to 26 because we lost y'all. And then when I restarted it, for whatever reason, the video stream was unlisted. It wasn't public. Unlisted, it wasn't public, which means I needed to recreate it to make it a public event. So yeah,
See everything we do for you.
Yeah, everything. So yeah, I'm going to be having to alert Mevo to this because this really is a bummer.
Oh, they won't be happy that this happened either, because.
Well, what gets me is I know it's going to happen. It always happens when I contact Mevo. Oh, what are you using it on? What's your tablet or whatever? Oh, we don't support that one. Well, excuse me. I've had zero issues with streaming for a year now, and now I get this update, and now it's cutting out of nowhere. I lose video and have audio, or it stops the stream altogether. That's not right. So in any case, I'm bitching. I'm sorry. I apologize.
So that traffic on the other side,
there was a car accident. No, there was a car accident.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a car accident or construction.
No, there was an Amazon semi that was pointing the wrong direction.
Oh.
And an SUV with the whole front end crashed in.
Oh.
So
all I saw was the end part of it. There was like a pickup truck on the side of the road, and so I wasn't sure if that was construction. Or...
The other side of the road, the expressway, is total standstill. It has been for a little while now. And we're only doing 52 miles an hour. I have no idea why.
I got stuck behind the semi because there's a lot of traffic, and I can't get over. I mean, it happens.
If you use your signal, you can.
No, there's a lot of traffic, love.
Are you saying you don't want to pass the semi, or
I will pass the semi, dear.
I was just curious because we're doing 60 miles an hour in a 70 mile an hour road. Wow, this traffic is backed up. Huge difference. See, there are nice people out there that will let you in.
Yes.
There's the traffic on the other side. Huge backup of traffic. I'm not going to ask Brenda to spin the camera around so you can see it because she's concentrating on this. We're in a very hilly and windy road area. So she's got enough going on, especially with the bad road conditions also, thanks to...
tax dollars hard at work.
Yeah, tax dollars.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah. But yeah, Red Jaguar, I'm a little upset right now. Not at any of this. I'm upset with Mevo because we should not be having these issues. Zero reason for it. And I know what's going to happen when I contact them. They're going to blame either my tablet or they're going to blame something else, and they're not going to look into it or whatever. And it's upsetting because this camera, this is a $600 setup here just to do this. For the person who just asked where we are, Susan Gibbs, you should know, because I know that you're a follower of ours, that if you go to our Outside Our Bubble website and you go to the live cam, there's a GPS tracker which will show you exactly where we are. So that's where you can use the switch to shut that up, love.
Okay.
What actually is getting me a little upset right now is not only the road conditions, because that makes for miserable driving when you have bad roads, but the people driving today that we're running into are just
cutting you off and driving really slow after they pull over in front of you.
Yeah, get in front of you and slow down. They have to pass you for some reason, but then they get in front of you and they slow down. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You didn't know that, Susan? I thought you would. I thought you would have known that. But anyways, there's a link for you there. I never did get my notice that we went back live again, did I? That's weird. Oh wait. No, I did not. Jeez. Yeah, to make matters worse, YouTube is now in beta testing of this new studio, which is what you have to use to create live streams. And so your whole homepage and everything for doing YouTube for YouTube creators, they're now forcing you to use this beta version, which doesn't have half the options that you're used to using. So every time I go into it, I then have to switch it back to the classic screen so that I can go in and get the settings that I need to make something work. So YouTube is not helping the matter either by having... Kind of curious if I'm broadcasting on AT&T or Verizon currently, so I'm going to take a
10 minutes of delay. We're added to your route.
Sounds like we got some road delay coming up. I'll tell you how far up that is. 16 miles.
No, it says save 16 minutes. And it gives
for a roundabout? Looks like we're broadcasting on mostly AT&T right now. Anything?
No.
No?
I'm just going to stay on the highway.
Oh, there's a car accident up ahead. Well, it's up into the city area. 71.
Is it, remember, this is taking us through the city. Is it before the roundabout or after?
What's the roundabout you want to be on? 275?
You've got to look at it. I think that's what it is. You've got to zoom out and see whatever that route number is around.
Well, I'm really confused now because unless there's really, really bad, like the accident we just passed or worse, because your 275 roundabout, it says 1 hour and 3 minutes slower. 1 hour and 3 minutes.
It doesn't make sense. Are you sure you're on the right roundabout? Are you sure that's a roundabout and not a different route?
Well, this is where I like you having to do. I know.
I can't drive and navigate though.
I know, but you
That's why I showed it to you before we left.
yeah, I know, but you don't even remember what you showed me. How do you don't expect me to remember? You know my short-term memory issue.
I do.
So, that's why I'm.
Well, you can look at the atlas if it's easier.
Well, right now we are on 71 North. Hang on, let me get my seatbelt on. I just realized it was off. Let's figure this out before we get ourselves into a predicament. Okay, so right now we are on 71 North. If I zoom out,
It's Cincinnati.
we merge into 75, so it looks like we become 70. It's still 71, but on both sides of the city, there's major accidents.
All right, then we'll go through it.
There's what does that GPS want you to do?
This is having us go through the city because I couldn't plot it around on the roundabouts.
Well, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm trying to see. There's a if we stay on 71 all the way through, if we stay on 71, it says there's a plus 13 minutes due to a car crash. But we're still how many miles out? 40 something miles away. No, what? Oh, because it shows you up
41 miles to exit 1B.
Which is what?
We stay on 71 North, so I don't know.
Oh. Well, it looks like you're 275. I don't know how to change the road to drag it.
You can't.
Oh.
That's why I grab my computer usually, because when you have something navigated in Google Maps and you've got it plotted, you can't change the route until you get closer. And then it comes up and it says if it's 20 minutes slower, 20 minutes faster, and then you can click on it and it'll take you. But you can't.
Well, for some reason, if I click on the roundabout, the 275 North roundabout,
yeah,
it wants to put me on. Then the reason it's going slower is then it wants to put me on. Part of that is Route 32, which doesn't make any sense.
That's not right.
It should continue on 275 through the roundabout, which would put us around both accidents.
I do have it plotted on my computer with the roundabout. So if you grab my computer and then you can zoom in.
Calfwell? What the heck's that?
It's just a note for myself.
Okay, baby. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this obviously doesn't know where we are.
Well, it'll reset once it connects to the internet, and then you can zoom in.
Okay, so there's 275, or 275.
You're going to be looking at Cincinnati.
Okay, there's 60. Okay, yeah. So 71, 275, 275, back to 71 with the roundabout. That is looking at the. Will this give me conditions? Traffic. Okay, got traffic now. Okay. So yes, we can get around both major accidents.
If we go straight through?
No,
No.
if we do the 275 roundabout.
Eastbound?
Yes.
The one that I have highlighted?
That is correct. Because the accidents are either in Cincinnati or on the other side before we get on the other side of Cincinnati.
Okay.
And when I say they're accidents, they're bright red, maroon red, meaning that dead stop.
Okay.
And let's see, I'm just kind of curious why it wanted us. Yes, so let's make sure we do 275 east.
I was just getting confused because you had said that it was...
An hour and something. That's
Yeah.
because doing that puts us on 32
Oh.
for whatever reason,
Yeah, which is not right.
instead of continuing on 275.
Well, because 32 for a car might not be...
No,
know.
it actually says an hour and 2 minutes slower.
Yeah.
Which-
I don't know why it did that then.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah, so when we get closer to 275, on my phone, you should be able to click on that route.
And change it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, now it did it. It just did it. 6 minutes faster now. Now I got it.
Yeah, so then now you can click on that
I did, and
it'll
it changed
route.
it. So now it just increased us to 6 minutes faster. I got these little shout out things from people. What are those?
That's accidents, or you can
Oh,
report
those are
speed traps
those
or
are a
stuff.
speed trap. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's saying there's 2 speed traps. Now it's asking me, is it still there? I don't know. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, now you can just close out of that.
Okay, so now we have the correct one on Google Maps with the 275 north roundabout.
East.
East. Sorry.
Well, we are going north, but we're going on the east side of Cincinnati. And I know Columbus, we're definitely doing the roundabout because they have a lot of construction on the west side. So we're doing the eastbound like we did before.
Okay, so I'll just keep tabs on that. Glad you had your computer like you normally do.
Yeah.
Okay, so now
I'm sorry if I got grumpy. I didn't mean to.
No, you didn't.
It's just the traffic is
The
not the
traffic and the
greatest
bad
today.
roads back there.
Yeah.
The drive day itself is great. Overcast, which is beautiful. The wind is to our back, which is awesome.
7.2 miles.
To the gallon.
To the gallon with
we're-
all these hills.
Yeah, I was going to just say that, and we're going
Yeah.
uphill a lot. So yeah, right now the driving conditions for weather related is awesome.
It's just the roads suck.
It's the roads suck and
The traffic.
the traffic is not the best.
And we always get traffic on this route.
You know what else?
It's just the East Coast.
It's East Coast. But yeah, but you know what else we did? We screwed up. We
Time
forgot.
zone.
Yep. We totally forgot that.
We do that a lot.
Watch it.
I'm fine, love. You scare me when you do that.
Well, understand at that time, you were looking down away from the other way at the window, and we were at a curve.
I was getting the engine brake. And watching this guy come up on the left of me, that
Antenna.
motor home with the trailer, and he kept going over in my lane because we were on a curve.
Yeah, so we totally forgot about, well, not forgot. We knew we were changing time zones, but we didn't, for whatever reason, we always forget to add that into our arrival time.
Yeah.
And so now when we thought we were going to be arriving is actually going to be an hour later local time than we are. Our amount of drive time is the same. It's just that the time of arrival is later in the evening, which we tried to time it out so we would have the best chance of getting a parking space, because This is a main thoroughfare route from people coming from south going back to north, and the Carbellas is an awesome stop. And so we're crossing our fingers now that we'll get there still soon enough to get a parking space for overnight. Because we forgot about the hour difference.
Yeah, I have an issue with that apparently because I did that before.
And it doesn't
many times.
And it doesn't help the fact either that the GPS doesn't say crossing in a time zone.
No.
Which the other GPS did.
This one doesn't even tell you when you cross state lines either. And the other one did.
Very true. This is the Garmin 770 GPS, which I did a review on. And we do like the GPS. Road-wise, it does fine, but it's missing so many things that it could be doing that our other GPS would do. And they sound simplistic, they sound little petty things, but they're not.
When you're planning a route, they're important.
Yeah, like we want to know when we cross into a new time zone. We want to know when we cross, borders or coming up to a border, because we want to have our camera ready to take the picture if we haven't been there before. There's just so much wasted real estate on the Garmin 770 screen. It's ridiculous. I have to push 5 separate touch screens of the button in order to route me to a gas station that's like if I'm trying to go to a Pilot or a Flying J, I have to push it's either 5 or 7 different touches on the screen to do that. When I should be able to just maybe do 2 at the most, which I could do on the other GPS. Any case, let's see what we got going on here.
My brakes on and slowed down because that semi put his brakes on and moved over to the left like really quickly. Thought something was in the road, but he just wanted to change lanes apparently.
Mark, if you're still online, I don't know how long ago you posted this message. We use the Air Force One braking system on our Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Air Force One braking system. I recommend that. That is an awesome system. It's expensive, but it's great.
As far as safety and everything, you don't want to cheap out though, in my opinion. Bumps.
Just so you know, Brian Hubbard. Wow, you couldn't move over? Ow.
No.
Ow, 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 ow. That was not a good bump.
He was on the side of me.
Oh, that one you gotta try to miss. Ouch.
I know.
Yeah, Brian Hubbard says, by the time we get to 275 and 71, it won't make much of a difference between taking 275 east or taking 71 north through Cincinnati. It's Friday, and both will be a gamble.
Yeah. I'd rather just do the roundabout than having to deal with traffic and the city.
Yeah, and all the on and off ramps.
And sometimes they narrow the lanes more when you're going through a city.
So you're looking for exit 185, just as an idea, 185.
Okay.
John, we have a truck version of the GPS. The Garmin 770 is the RV version of the truck version, which is the same thing. I don't know what model you have, but the Garmin 770 is the latest model. At least they haven't really released one in a while. Well, if we can say anything, we can say we definitely planned the weather driving correctly.
Which is what we were concentrating on,
Were you?
honestly. I mean, that was our main focus, was the weather. Because the route, we take the same route. The weather is what we were concentrating on, and I just always forget about adding an hour or subtracting an hour based on which way we're going.
Red Jaguar says, my wife Mary says hello to Brenda. Thanks for the inspiration to drive the coach. She is going to drive us to Southwoods this September for Camp Jam.
Yay!
The blue sticker is Unify Protect. It's our video
Security system.
our video security camera system that's in the coach. It's like one of those warning placards, you know, you're being monitored. Brian says, Dave, I live about 10 minutes from 71 north of 275. When you get to 275 and 71 Mason exit, I'll leave a box of Pop-Tarts on the guardrail for you.
You know, I would stop to pick them up.
But the traffic is just too bad.
Or maybe I should say, you know, if only our side window opened, David could hang out and grab them.
Yeah, Dina, the reason you can't rely on using Waze or Google Maps for these is because they don't take into account the size of your vehicle and the weight of your vehicle. So they could route you places that you can't go. So you need to use a trucker GPS or an RV GPS in cooperation sometimes, especially if you don't know the area you're going to, with a trucker atlas, if you ever need to, because this will tell you all the roads. North American Road
Highlights all the big rig friendly.
it tells you all the roads you can and cannot go on in regards to in regards to maps. I'm losing my train of thought. We carry a motor atlas. This is the Rand McNally Motor Carriers Atlas. So this is for big rigs, semis, and what have you.
I thought that's what you had in your hand.
Yeah, that's what I thought I had in my hand too, but it wasn't. It was your binder.
That's our regular atlas.
Yeah. So this was the one I was referring to. This one actually, which is the Road Carriers Atlas, because this is the one that shows you big rig safe roads. Well, let's spin the camera back around and you guys can watch out there because nobody's really talking or asking questions. So I'm just going to spin.
We're not really that exciting.
No, well,
Just don't hit my rear camera.
yeah, I know. I'm watching carefully for
My
that.
God, my heart dropped.
Yeah. Not seeing the car there? Yeah, I can see that.
I'm like, I know it was just there.
Now it's gone. Vanished.
And that is an issue when you're driving because the forward camera and the rear camera pictures pretty much look the same because you're just looking at a road.
Yep. Okay. So we have 141 miles, so 2 hours, 20 minutes. That's guessing because we have to go through traffic still. Have we ever come across a bridge that looked too low? Oh yeah.
Yep.
Looked too low, but wasn't.
They have to be labeled if they're a certain height, but if they're above a certain height, I don't think they have to be labeled. What that height is, I'm not sure, but that's why it's always important to pay attention to the signs
Yes.
because they will warn you, usually.
Look at all the traffic we're coming into. Yay! I say sarcastically. Big bump. Yay! Got it. Yes.
I knew he was there.
3 miles ahead. Word work. Bruce, I just got that from Amazon. It's stuck on there with Velcro, the sunglass holder.
Ah.
Let me see if I can find it.
We just got tired of all the sunglasses sitting on the dash.
Careful of.
Yeah,
That
this
guy is. He's got a semi on the other side of him, so he's.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it.
And he wasn't going the speed limit, so he's slowing everybody down.
So Bruce, here's the link.
Yeah, we have a little basket on our dash that we put things in, our keys and sunglasses and stuff, but it just got to be a mess.
Yeah. Thanks for noticing, see? Ooh, big bump, big bump. Stupid bridges.
Unfortunately, I can't hop over a bridge. 275, 8 miles, 8 minutes.
Yeah, James, we would buy another Tiffin. Been very happy with this unit, that's for sure. We would buy another Tiffin if they, if and when they come out with a floor plan that we like better than this one. But they're not the only ones alone in not having a floor plan that we don't like. Jeez, these bridges are terrible.
I'm coming up to the roadwork, love.
Okay, baby. Guys, I don't have the computer in my hand, so I can't read anything you're saying or anything like that, so please talk amongst yourselves. For those of you who know us or have been traveling with us for a long time, please feel free to answer questions when somebody asks us a question that you may know the answer to from us or about us. We're currently approaching Cincinnati. Right now, if you go through Cincinnati, it's 17 minutes slower than you go around.
Yeah.
Of course, now the roundabout has some red on it.
I'm determined to go around, love.
I know you are, love. That's fine. I wasn't saying anything otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's just now it's got some red when it didn't have any before. Now, wow. Now going through the city now is 29 minutes slower.
Look at that big giant church over there.
Wow.
I think you were in Texas.
That's a big one.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Sorry. I was thinking it. I just didn't want to say
Oh,
it
you were
out
thinking
loud.
it. That's even worse.
I don't want to offend anybody, you know.
Okay, so 185 is coming up soon here, love.
You mean 275?
Well, exit 185.
Yeah.
And am I seeing the right thing or am I not? I can't tell because the label for the exit is over it, but there might be a car accident right there. But I can't tell because the exit label is over the top of it. Yep, I think there is.
Well, we'll see when we get up there.
So you're going to be coming up here, you're going to be bending to there, you'll be going around a bank up here to the right, and then you'll be coming up to your exit 185. We're still at this point right now, we're 2 hours and 17 minutes away. That's per Google. If anybody out there was wondering about what somebody had posted about coming to the Bot Lot Camp Jam, we have at Southwoods RV Resort twice a year we have little shindigs, and they're called camp jams, and we got one on July 7th.
No.
No, you're right. July 20th. Saturday, July 20th, which is just going to be an acoustical campfire. So sitting around a campfire, nice, quiet-like, if you will. But then on September 7th, we're going to have our main camp jam, which is, fully amplified and smoke machine and whatever.
Lights, camera, action.
We do all that live right at our campsite, which was made specifically for us. Yay! We love our campsite. So we're approaching up on Cincinnati here. You're going to see the traffic start to increase even more. So if you enjoy that sort of thing, grab your popcorn.
Well, at least if they're sitting, somewhere just watching us, they can have a drink in their hand or something and not get stressed out with the traffic.
I don't know if there's going to be a place between here and where we're going to be if you want to switch off.
I'm okay. I don't know if there is either.
Because it's city after city.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. At least the good news, guys, is, at least for us, is we're going through the 3 major cities today, all in the same travel day. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I... Unless I heard you wrong and tomorrow we're going through 3 cities.
No. Well, we're skirting Cleveland, but we skirt way around it. It's really not that bad. There's that chateau again.
Yep.
Which, by the way, it's 55 in here.
It's 55. Brenda's doing 60, so that little Class C is probably doing 65.
Yeah.
Braking.
Yeah.
2 miles right lane is what
Yeah,
it's.
with this construction, I didn't really want to move over.
I know. But you got 2 miles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't slow down that much.
I got my foot on the gas.
And now you
I'm
have to.
going.
I was going to say, because you're going to have these cars that are going to want to sneak in front of you real quick.
Yeah.
Oof, don't want to hit those holes. Damn. Okay, it's the next exit after this one. I would wait here.
Well, this is an exit only, so.
Right. Re-verifying. Going through is still slower. So if I know you're committed to the roundabout, I know that. I'm just verifying that nothing has changed on the roundabout. Except now there's 3 red areas on the roundabout. Oh, shit.
Well, it's going to be traffic either way, love.
No, I know. Okay, 185, there you go.
Oh, Mr. Semi. Jeez.
Wow, he just drifted over, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know, he might come over.
That's what I was thinking.
185 is right here.
You confuse me when you say that because I'm going 275.
Oh, I'm sorry, yep. 275, exit 185.
Yeah.
Keep right at the fork. Keep right at the fork.
Yeah.
The other one take you to the airport. You're good.
Like, I'm good in this lane.
You're fine, yep. So, welcome to the east side roundabout of
Cincinnati.
Ohio. Road looks good right now, doesn't it?
I was going to say, there's no accident
Whoa,
here.
that was almost an accident right there. Did you see that? That
Yeah.
white car up there?
Yeah, because he's just zooming around.
Sheesh.
He's in a rush.
He almost hit that pickup truck.
And there was no excuse for that. He was right there.
Yep.
You could see him.
There's no excuse.
He wasn't in a blind spot.
You may want to move over one lane.
I will when I
get
can, yes.
Yeah, so because we know we're going to get the traffic. Ugh. Oh, big hole. Oh, dang it. It is amazing the punishment these tires take. You don't feel it as much in a car. Oh, here we go. Let the fun begin.
I don't know where that Jeep thinks he was going. These trees are blossomed out.
Yeah, they are. How many miles do you have on this, love? Is this roundabout? Does it tell you?
6.6, and then it wants me to go 471.
What?
Can you verify that? I'm not sure. I thought I stayed right on this until
275. What did it want you to do?
it wants me to go on 471. And I don't think that's right. I stay on 275.
Geez, I don't even see a 471. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's 26 minutes slower if you do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Stay on 275. All the way.
And then I just pick up 71 again, right?
Correct.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yep, you're correct. Coming out of the red zone now, it should start to pick up speed. Now it's all orange for a while, then it's blue again.
You mean green?
No, blue.
Blue?
Yep.
Oh, blue is our route.
There's another red zone that'll be in a little bit here. That's going to be another interchange.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Oh, yes, by all means, come out in front of me.
Again, we're not looking at the computer or taking questions or anything right now because of the obvious congested traffic. And so feel free to just chat amongst yourselves.
Okay, mister, stay in your lane.
Construction was reported on I-71 with a 6-minute delay.
Oh boy. This is when this is as we've said before. This is one of our biggest pet peeves is coming back east like this and having this all the time. It does not make for an enjoyable RVing lifestyle. gonna swerve. Heads up, love.
What? I
Well-
see him, dear, but you have to say something. You can't just wave your hand at me.
Well, I was trying to point.
In 1 mile, take exit 74B on the left to I-471 North.
Do not do that. Six miles, 6 minutes. That's good.
Take exit 74B on the left to I-471 North.
What? Yeah, this is people coming on from your left. The merge.
Continue on I-275.
This is all because people are trying to get over to the other side.
Did I just hear something fall over there? Like
Yeah,
the
the
plug or something?
The power adapter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Merging on from the left
And the right. Yeah.
And construction.
Well, it is 4:43.
Yeah.
Look at all these cars just trying to get over into this lane.
Oh, you missed it when you were getting the plug. A guy came all the way over and he just like basically went vertical.
4
or,
lanes?
like horizontal across the lanes, yeah.
And like we've said, we don't know. We can't. This is something we couldn't handle day in and day out.
Oh, and this is people's everyday commute.
I know. I just.
I can't imagine. Even when we did have jobs that we had to go to, it wasn't anything like this.
It's just. I don't know what's going on in this country. It's just. Things are just exploding. I mean, every year, we've seen it since 2008, since we've been traveling, coming back east.
It's gotten worse.
It's gotten worse and worse and worse.
Well, because they keep building.
Yeah, let's build.
Continue on I-275.
Ooh. Yeah. See?
And I know this guy wants to get over. Are you getting over? Okay, now he's not. Got 25 miles.
So it's 71?
Yep.
Oh, crap. I thought
It's a big roundabout because it's a big city.
Well, it says 25 miles, 28 minutes. We are not doing 60 miles an hour, evidently. So that sign is wrong.
We'll be going over a river. That'll be exciting. Looks like that's where they're doing the construction, either on the bridge. Looks like it's on the bridge.
This is interesting. If you're going that lane, you go on the other side of the bridge, love.
I see that. There's no way I can get over though.
I wouldn't.
What?
Why would you?
But you mentioned it. I
No,
thought you wanted me to
I
go
mentioned
over
it because I thought it was interesting that they're splitting the bridge.
there. Oh,
I don't know if it'd be any better or not. Anyways, they have to come back. I'm guessing right after the bridge.
yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be tight.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm just don't.
I'm going
okay.
how I'm comfortable, love.
Remember the people on the other side are gonna have to come back over.
There's a big bump off of this bridge.
If you can move over a lane, you might be better off. Because these people gotta merge.
I know, but they have to merge too.
True.
And that's a shorter merge.
Yes, it is. I didn't see that. I just saw them. I thought they were coming over right there.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Big bump. Tight lane. What's wrong?
This lane ends. That's why everybody's over. But this guy kept being on the side of me.
I don't get how people do this. Ugh.
It's a heck of an embankment, too.
Yeah. And they wonder why there's an increase in road rage.
And the conditions of the road just make it worse. If it was a nice, smooth road,
That would help some.
it would help some.
Some.
Some. And you got these people in the left-hand lane just holding everybody up.
As of right now, it's blue all the way to...
Blue is our route, love.
I know that, meaning no red. No red, no orange, all the way to 71. So we might...
We got 19 miles left till we hit 71 again.
Right. What I'm saying is right now, according to that, everything's clean. So you may want to go in the center lane.
I will.
that was reported as a speed trap, and it's still there. Actually, it wasn't there, so I just added it. Why would the police officers want to pull people over during rush hour? That becomes to me a safety hazard, safety concern. Yeah, so going through places like this, not so much fun. And yes, we know it's rush hour, but when you're trying to travel and you've got a 6-hour travel day,
And you're hitting 3 major cities.
and you're going through 3 major city or you're around 3 major city areas, yeah, so please, if don't get mad at us if we're not talking to you right now, because we're just been driving for the last 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
On some not so pleasant roads
Yeah,
and some not so pleasant traffic with some not so pleasant construction.
sure.
Like they didn't know they had to get. Oh look, Batavia.
Don't get too excited, love. That won't. Our Batavia won't come until
It's the
tomorrow.
exit we get off at in New York to head back to Southwoods.
We get off at Batavia.
This is much more pleasant. You know, I always worry when I see motorcyclists without helmets on.
left to pick up some bottled water. Not knowing if Mike will make it back, Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah, because of the rain.
Yeah. So tomorrow will be fun. If you check in with us tomorrow when we arrive into Byron, New York, and arrive to Southwoods RV Resort, because we'll be pulling into a campground that is closed, and we'll have to be letting ourselves in with a key, and because the owners aren't there yet, and the campground doesn't officially open until May 1st.
But we usually get there early though to help. David helps Mike's, open up the park, but Mike is actually running late this year.
Yes, he is.
Later than he normally is. He's still in Tennessee at his house, his winter home.
Supposedly there's a speed trap up here. I do see blue lights.
I see the cop right up there. Probably just getting people off of this hill.
To get on 71 north. For those of you who don't know who we are or what we're doing, I'm David.
I'm Brenda.
We're from OutsiderBubble.com, and we're doing what is called a live drive, where when we travel in our Motorcoach, which is a 2014 Tiffin Allegro bus, model 45 LP. We are 45 feet long, weigh 42,000 pounds. We live in our motorhome full time. This is our house. Having done so in this motor coach for the last 5 years, and now going into our 6th year, I should say. We are pulling a Jeep Grand Cherokee behind us, which makes us a total of 64 feet long, and we average 7.5 miles per gallon. We're currently en route back to our seasonal site for the summer in upstate New York, Byron, New York, to be more precise, at a place called Southwoods RV Resort. So, there, now you're brought up to date. We're currently on 475, 275.
275 east, going around Cincinnati. In 6.3 miles, we'll hit Interstate 71 north, going towards Columbus, Ohio. We're going to stop for the night just north of Columbus, Ohio at a Cabela's parking lot.
And another 111 miles. So we still got a little ways to go. Another hour and 45 minutes at least, which gets us in almost at 7 o'clock at night, which is not good to us because it is what it is. Can't do anything. But it gets us in later in the evening, like you go like that, the more chance you have of not getting a place to park at the Cabela's because it's a good spot.
Then again, you also don't want to get in too early because then you're just sitting in a
parking lot for nothing.
Hours and hours and hours.
So we cross our fingers.
Yeah. I think we'll be fine. Pretzel go down the wrong way, dear.
Yeah.
You got Gatorade?
Yep. Since we're 64 feet long, it's not like we can just pull into a parking space.
No.
We have to fit in and be able to get out.
Well, when we went south, we had no problem. Really wasn't full at all. But we'll see. I think when we headed south, it was a little later than normal. After we get on 71 and we look at the road conditions and see how they are, give you a little tour of the motor coach or what it looks like when it's closed up for travel, for those of you who haven't seen it. Okay. So stay tuned.
There is currently light traffic on your route.
A little late.
Take exit 49B on the right to I-71 North.
Got a couple slowdowns up here. It's probably the exit itself. It's a long sweeping exit. Yeah, of course, right before the exit you have people coming on. Of course. They're all braked up there.
I see that, love.
Okay.
Take exit 49B on the right to I-71 North.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to get off at this exit and basically, well, putting us on 71 North, and of course all this traffic is trying to get over there, which is going to, 71 is going to be at this time of night a little crowded, so that's what's causing this backup just to get on. And this is a really long ramp here, sweeping over. Oh, this person decided to change their mind. Whoa, and again,
Oh,
change
boy.
it back. Yeah, real smart.
Good way to cause an accident.
Yep. See all the kinds of fun things you see?
Or as people say, you can't cure stupid.
Now we're gonna have to move over.
Yep.
So this really sucks because there's multiple, as you can see, there's another merge here also getting on 71. And we have to move, in order for us to get on, we're gonna have to move over. And then
We're all going to
everybody,
have to merge together.
and then everybody has to go over. Which 100% is always fun. But it looks like 71 is moving along, which is good.
Seriously, this guy with the trailer sped up.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was almost past it, too.
Saw that.
It was the car was there, the Jeep. He was next to the Jeep.
Watch him brake early to go over across. Told ya.
Continue on I-71.
Brendan's going to try to get over another lane only because we know the lane next to us on the right is going to end, which then puts us in a position for people trying to get on the expressway. We get in their way because we're 64 feet long. So we try to stay in the center lanes as much as possible. And as we just saw coming by, that said exit only, so that lane is going to end.
And those people just flashed their lights at me to let me in.
That was nice.
Yes.
Did you use your flasher?
Yes, I did.
Did you flash them, baby?
I flashed them.
Woo woo! So we got some. We're still trying to get around and outside of Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati's a big, sprawling city. And as soon as we're out of it, we'll get into Columbus. That's a nice quiet road. See how much more pleasant that makes the traffic?
Yeah, really. Everything quiets right down. Except you still have these people just bob and weave in front of you, and
Yeah.
yeah, it really helps to have your directional on for 2 blinks. Okay, let's see. Road's pretty smooth. I'm going to take you guys on a quick little tour of the Motorcoach. So hang on, and I'm going to pick you up off the mountain here, and we'll take a look around the Motorcoach. Here we go. There's Brenda driving. How exciting. This is our tow vehicle behind us. That's how we watch it and see what's coming up behind us and when it's safe to merge and what have you. You can see there's a car coming up on the right and on the left, and truck and stuff. Alexa, turn on cleaning mode. Okay, so here's the inside of our Motorcoach, closed up for travel, obviously. Unlike the new coaches, we can get through to walk around. The new coaches, for some reason, the chairs they're putting in and stuff, when you close them up, you can't get by. It's just really not working at all. My coffee machine, it's held down by Velcro. This is just a floor mat that goes on the floor when we open up the slides. This is how we carry our adult beverages, which are usually right there, in this area here. Brenda puts a beach towel in our big sink and just makes little cubbies so they don't bang around and stuff while we're going down the road. This is a full-size residential refrigerator. This is our half bath, our powder room, which is fully usable going down the road. This is what you look like to us. Aren't you guys so cute? All of you, you're so cute. That's what you look like to us. That's the Mevo Plus camera. This is our bedroom back here. Again, this is all much bigger when we open it all up for use. In the back is the bathroom sink. It's dual sinks back there, really big counter, which is nice. The new ones don't have anything like that. And then we have our shower, and there's another toilet back there. And then all the way in the back is our walk-in closet, which also houses our washer and dryer back there. So that's what that is back there. Lots of bumps now. The road just went from good to bad. So I'm gonna go back up front here. But this is our coach, all closed up as we go down the road. Alexa, turn off cleaning mode. Okay, we're back. And you can see, maybe you can, maybe you can't. Oh, I can't get in front of Brenda right now. Anyways, we're getting 7.2 miles to the gallon during this entire trip today, which is pretty good.
It's pretty good with all the hills, all the inclines we did.
Yeah. So there you go. That was our tour of our Motorcoach. We currently have
98 miles to our destination, but that doesn't include that go around.
Oh, there's another go around still?
Columbus.
Oh, come on. Seriously? Ick.
City number 3.
I actually thought that was the last one there.
Nope. Gotta get Columbus.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that go around when we get there. lots of red up there right now. We're a distance away from that, but right now there's looking at Google Maps, there's a lot of red up in Columbus area.
Yeah, they've got a lot of construction.
Great. Yeah, we're getting in later than we had hoped. But tomorrow we will arrive. Yay.
The only one tomorrow we have to work out time-wise is going through Buffalo.
We should not have any issue with that.
Yeah, we go through Cleveland, or not through it, but we go around Cleveland, but that's that traffic's not too bad with that go around.
At least this road's nice.
Yeah.
Have you texted with Trish today?
Yes.
Good, you kept your streak alive.
Construction was reported on I-71.
Okay, let's see what happens. Look at the computer here and see what people are saying. No, I did not get the Pop-Tarts. Sorry, Brian, I didn't get the Pop-Tarts.
Oh, darn, we forgot to stop.
Totally missed them. We've been on the road today, Duncan. We left at about 10:30.
10:30, 11 o'clock Central Time.
So right now it is Eastern Time and it's 5:28. So we've been on the road, I don't know, 5 hours?
5.5, 5.
Yeah. And we still have another...
It just seems longer because of this traffic and the bad roads.
Even though, breaking up, even though the weather today has been 2 different weather systems.
Took that exit really hard. Maybe that's why he said.
Yep, he saw that at the last second and jumped off. So we're running between 2 fronts right now. We should arrive. Everything should go as planned, and we arrive at Carbellas tonight. Stay the night in the parking lot. Leave tomorrow morning around 8. We have nothing to do. We wait until rush hour because we're going to be out. No, we're going to be on the other side already.
On the north side of Columbus.
So yeah, we can leave around 8 a.m. tomorrow morning and then arrive. I think it's a 5-hour drive tomorrow, but that'll be fun pulling in there. You guys might want to check that out. Check in with us and see where we are when, and kind of get an idea when we're going to arrive, because we're going to be arriving to an RV park that's actually closed. So we're going to be letting ourselves in. The RV park, the owners are usually there by now to open up the park and get it ready. The park doesn't officially open until May 1st. But we'll be pulling in tomorrow. We'll be the only ones there. It'll be fun.
Yeah, owner's just running a little late this year.
He may be 3 or 4 days behind us.
And the rain is really cutting into his time too.
Yeah. Just so you're aware, I don't know if you're aware, but it's a 70-mile-an-hour road, and you're at 60. Wasn't sure. Oh, look, they're putting in a new rest stop. Nice building. So let's see here. Hey Charles, Brandon Huckleson's having work done. Don't know, not familiar with Brandon Hutchinson's. Well, yeah, so we've been driving. Well, tomorrow morning, I think we'll plan to leave. Everything's now Eastern time, obviously. I think we're gonna, well, it's one of those things. You get up and we go when we go.
There's no reason to, leave at like 6 or 7 in the morning.
Yeah, there's no reason to get up and leave. All depends. We're usually late sleepers.
we're not usually morning people, so.
Yeah, but we'll see. So I don't know. I'm really not sure what time tomorrow's going to start. But if you want to follow along, just make sure you are subscribed. Please subscribe, and also so you can be alerted to when we're live, click the little bell icon. And if your app is set up right on your YouTube app on your phone, it'll ping you to let you know that we're live or we uploaded the new video.
Or if you're old school, pencil us in on your calendar.
Pencil us in on your calendar. Good, dear.
Put a sticky note on your computer or
there you go.
Wherever you'll look.
Bumps. Now we're back to bad road again. Red Jaguar, no, we are not members of the Allegro Club. They wouldn't have us. No, we're not members of the Allegro Club, and we have not rejoined FMCA. We just haven't had a reason to rejoin FMCA. We don't go to the rallies, so. Ah, thank you, Charles. Oh. Hey, Mac, or actually the son of Mac. Well, I gotta say, we definitely did follow that front through, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Sometimes it works out well.
Yeah, sometimes it works out well, that's right. So well, I have to look at our mileage and our calculations and see. We might be able to make it to the Pembroke fill up
For fuel?
for fuel versus having to stop twice. And
Well,
we
yeah,
wouldn't normally stop twice. We would only, there was the only reason we would do that is if we questioned being able to get to our, we like to stop right before we get somewhere for a long time so we can fill up the coach. Especially right now during the cool spring weather, we're gonna have to use our heater and stuff. So we like to top off the tank. And we're at the amount of gas we have right now to where we have to go tomorrow is, I may feel more comfortable getting fuel and then getting fuel a second time. Not that I would want to.
And here's the thing. As soon as you cross over into New York, the prices are going to be a lot more.
True.
So I'd rather top off before we get to New York with potentially the more fuel needed then, and then when we get to the Pembroke exit, which is the Flying J right before our exit for Southwoods, we can just top off and it won't be as expensive. 'Cause New York is just expensive. I don't know where this guy thinks he's going.
I don't know. I have no idea what he's doing. Not the car next to us, but the car that's behind this one. Came up really fast, right on his bumper, probably within 6 feet. It's not like he's going to be able to get around us. We're already here. Can you do a reset on that?
Yeah.
Man, the roads are just blick. There we go.
Did you mean to leave that open?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, check out that link I just put up there, guys, on the chat page. It'll only be up there a few minutes because it uses a lot of data. Nobody's checking that out? I can only do it for a short period of time because the amount of data that's using. And we're right next to a cell phone tower, so I got good data right now. Brian Hubbard says, don't forget in Ohio, if you remain in the left lane for more than 5 miles, you can get cited. That link right there? Did that show up? I think I'm going to be running out of data on that stream. You guys don't see that? I posted the link. It's... hang on a second. Hang on a second, guys. I think I know what the issue is. And I can't get... Okay, hang on.
By the way, the trees have stopped blooming.
Okay, I think I fixed it. Does that work? That should work. Check that out. Something I've been working on. We're going right with it. It's awesome. Looking out. It's a lot of wind too. We just don't feel it.
There is currently light traffic on your route.
Of course, nobody's passing us. You can't see the cameras work in real time. I got them linked together. I'm only able to do that right now because I got really good cell phone connection or data connection, and I'm streaming that. So right now we're pushing 21 megabits a second out to do that. 21 megabits per second currently is our streaming speed in order to do what you see me doing right now with the multiple streams. That's kind of neat. Look at how our tow vehicle, since you can see the tow vehicle, look how nice and stationary that stays. It's not bouncing back and forth side to side or anything. That's because I'm using the locks, the tow bar locks, or the receiver hitch locks. That keeps it from bouncing back and forth with the little bit of give that there is in a receiver hitch. So that our tow vehicle looks pretty rock solid on the back of our coach. And it's in real time, so you can see the truck coming up, the white truck coming up, and a white car coming up, and then you'll see them appear on the front camera as they go by us. There they go. That's kind of neat. Those are actually, those two cameras that you're looking at are actually part of 3 cameras that are on the coach. There's an internal camera also. And then when we get to the bot lot, there's 2 more cameras that get added into the mix. All of which, you know, are part of the security system. So anyways, it's kind of neat. Anyways, I'm going to turn off that feed now because I don't need to be streaming 20-something megabits of data. I just wanted to show you something I was working on because it was kind of cool. Not yet, Tim. Yeah, that was a lot of data. I was streaming the security cameras on my test YouTube channel. Brenda didn't even know what I was doing. Yeah, so I was streaming the security cameras on our test channel. That was kind of cool. Okay, Rich. James, the front camera is mounted inside behind the behind the windshield, and the rear camera that you were seeing is mounted outside underneath the back wing of the coach. Just like the.
Sorry, I was yawning.
Just like the rear view camera is. I mounted a security camera back there underneath the wing. So we're getting there. Geez, an hour now. We've got 1 hour remaining. Still have
Well,
to
we
go.
still have to do the roundabout.
I was just gonna say that, lover.
Yeah.
But you still have to do the roundabout of Cincinnati.
No, Columbus.
Ohio, it's Columbus. Sheesh. Of Columbus. We'll be pulling into Carbellas in an hour. So if you want to check back with us, please do so. If you're tired of watching us, if not, feel free to hang out. Brenda's currently driving, and the plan is tomorrow morning to get up and drive and arrive in Byron, New York. That will be an interesting arrival, as we previously mentioned. We'll be arriving to the campground when it is actually closed, and I don't mean closed, I mean not even yet open for the season. Nobody is there, not even the park owners, because he's a little late this year going up there. So we're gonna let ourselves in. We were just at the owner's house last night, the last 2 nights in Gallatin, Tennessee, and so we're gonna arrive before they do. So yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Any other questions or anything out there?
No, there's no questions. People are just, mostly talk amongst themselves. Our followers are self-sufficient. Maybe we taught them all we needed to teach them at this point, or I don't know. Maybe we answered all their questions, and we just have the same people following us now. And if you are a new follower watching what we're doing, which is all that exciting as you can see, please feel free to subscribe. Click the subscribe button right down there, and if you click the little bell, also you'll be alerted to when we go live or when we upload a new video. We don't do it a lot because we don't do this for a living. We do it for fun and to help others. We are not trained professionals. We just play one on the internet. No laughing on that one, dear?
I've heard that before.
Oh,
I was laughing on the inside.
okay. I figured maybe that, or you were just zoning out.
No.
Bob, our destination is a Carbellas parking lot.
Cabela's.
Carbellas.
There's no R in it.
Cabela's?
Cabela's.
Okay, I stand corrected, obviously. Cabela's parking lot, which is a sporting goods store in just north of Cincinnati.
No.
No, now I'm wrong again.
Columbus.
Columbus. Jeez. Holy cow. Yeah, and I drive a big rig. Don't even know where we're going.
That's why I'm the navigator.
Yeah, but you're driving right now, so that's a problem.
Yeah, but I know where I'm going.
Red Jaguar, if you're talking about last year, yes. I don't know when you're talking about, because I'm not sure what you, because we're just with them, and there's a small cottage we stayed next to, but they have a main house down the road. So I'm not sure if you're referring to last year's or this just now. Are we currently on I-71?
Yes.
Yes, we are. No, I don't want to own a campground, Jeff. We do not want to own a campground. Thank you very much. Brian, not sure what you're asking. I can live stream a 360-degree camera on YouTube. It just takes a lot of data, a lot of data. And unfortunately, unless you're streaming it in 4K, it's just not worthwhile, the image, because there's too much moving. Everything's moving, so therefore there's a lot of data being transmitted and there's too much monoblocking going on. So unless you have a solid 4K stream going on, 360 is not very good. Charles, no, our Jeep does not rack up miles on the odometer when we're towing it. That is not reflected at all. And in regards to how much water do we carry, well, knowing that we're going to be going to upstate New York, where the water is currently turned off because of the cold temperatures at nighttime, we actually loaded and took on a full tank of water before we left, because we're parking overnight tonight in a parking lot, and then tomorrow we arrive at Southwoods, and so we're going to be having to we're going to have to be running off the fresh water tank until Mike arrives and can turn on the water.
That is going to be a few days, maybe.
Yeah, that could be a few days.
There's a Waffle House over there.
I just saw it at the same time. Ding. Normally, though, we don't carry more than a quarter of a tank.
It's like big parking right there in that McDonald's.
Yeah, Dan and Deb will have to buy a case of water somewhere, because when you're dry camping, it's better to drink water out of bottled waters, just to conserve your main water tank for showers mostly.
Yeah, we're good at conserving. We've boondocked for 2 weeks in this coach, just to see how long we could stretch it. We could have gone a little further, but personally 2 weeks was good for us.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. Ronald, we average 7.5 miles to the gallon. We average 7.5 in this coach. Do you want to take the rest area, love?
No, I'm good.
Because if you do, now's your chance. It's probably your only chance.
All right.
So you were good, see, but I'm not.
I'm fine, but I'm just not sure about you navigating me around Columbus if you didn't even know that it was Columbus. Get up and at least stretch my legs.
Duncan, we won't be stopping for fuel until tomorrow. Yes, Jeff says Carbellas has bottled water. We're going to do a quick...
Well, we'll be fine by the time we get to Byron, and then we'll unhook our car and we'll be there.
We're going to stop here at the rest stop real quick and just do a quick driver change, so then we can navigate into Columbus. And I'll get us parked in Cabela's. And hopefully there'll be a place we can pull into up here, because there's a semi on the side there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put the computer down, guys. Oh, we have a 75-gallon water tank. Yeah, this ain't going to be good.
Do you want me to just park behind him?
Yeah, there's no choice.
Okay.
We'll just do a quick change. Just
right.
make sure I have room to pull out.
Yeah.
Put your flashers on.
Yep.
I'm going to mute my microphone a second. Okay, I'm out. You going in here?
Yeah, you only have one more sip pretty much of the Gatorade. Do you want another?
I'm gonna get us out of here. Okay, we're switching drivers. Brenda's in the bathroom. I am getting in the driver's seat and looking to get us out of here because we're parked in an area that's very tight. And I want to make sure we don't have an issue. So, hello, Mr. Semi-truck driver. Excuse us coming through. Okay, I'm pulling out. Brenda's in the bathroom, so I don't know if she knows I was going anywhere. But I wanted to do this because there was nowhere else to park, and we don't need to be here. And the semi-truck drivers do. Okay, accelerate. We are 54 miles to where we're going to be going, and we still have to go around Columbus. We're arriving, we totally forgot about the change in time zone, so we're arriving later than we would have wanted to. But hopefully we'll still have a, hopefully we'll be able to find a space to park there. We should be okay though. Even if it's not in a nice little area there where it can park, the parking lot should still be available.
It's a big area for parking.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you want another Gatorade?
Yes, please. If you can grab one just in case I need it, that'd be great. 70-mile-an-hour road, checking everything. We're 5x5 across all dials, locking in at 70. And everything looks good. Pressures are good. Suspension solid, good, and good. Okay, so we're all good. Everything is solid on the coach that I can see after I run through my gauge check. Let's see here. So if we're 53 miles to there, per my trip computer, my scan gauge D, according to what we've been burning today, I have 669 miles I can go at this point till we're empty. So I may only be making one fuel stop tomorrow at Pembroke, which is only 40 miles to our destination, or 35 miles or something like that to our destination. I was just telling the people out there...
People in the left lane need to merge over to us, just so you know.
There's nobody over there though.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I was just telling the people listening in that right now we have 669 miles we can go before the tank is empty, or according to our trip computer. So 600 miles. So we may be able to, we'll have to see how many miles our trip is tomorrow, and I may make a judgment call on play the fuel game. Will we make it? Will we not?
Great. Not my favorite game.
Not your favorite game, I know. We've had a few issues today, not with the Motorcoach, with our Mevo broadcasting equipment, where this is, as you can see, this says part 2. That's because we had an issue with the Mevo just kind of stopping our broadcast for no apparent reason. And the downside is this morning when I got everything set up to go, it forced me to take a firmware update, which I haven't had to take a firmware update for a while, and I'm kind of upset about that because this whole time that we've been doing all of these, I've never had an issue broadcasting. I take this firmware update and I crashed twice today. So I'm not a very happy camper. Oh, see what I said there? Happy camper, get it? Look how fast these people are going. They just needed to get around me that bad. Ever since where that lane came together.
Did you see what he just did out his window?
No, he flicked me off.
No, he pointed out the window saying you should be over in the right-hand lane. She's like, well, we'd be over in the right-hand lane if you
weren't passing us.
If you let us move over to the right-hand lane.
I didn't see him. I wasn't paying attention to him. Hey, do we have any chocolate?
Yes, we do.
I need a piece of chocolate.
M&M's or a peanut butter cup? Or both?
Peanut butter cup, please. And just so you're aware, I just ordered my new headlights. I found these really cool headlights. In fact, shoot, I should have, maybe I'll let Brenda do it.
Well, no, somebody on
No,
one of our Ubis, I think.
found these really cool headlights, yeah. Did you correct this?
Yes.
Thank you. So in any case, I'll let Brenda post a link when she gets done with her chocolate.
Your chocolate.
I just ordered them from Amazon as we were driving down the road because we're going to be arriving there, and they're not being shipped from Amazon. They're being shipped from a third party, so it takes a little longer. But replacement headlights that are black tinted, they're really cool. So I'll have Brenda look that up on Amazon and post a link to it. We need new headlights anyways because the lens has yellowed over time and broken down, and you can only clean that. I mean, I have buffed them already, but that only lasts 3 or 4 months. So I'm going to replace them all together, and in doing so, putting on a really cool looking set, which will go really well with our dark coach, our dark paint job. This coach also has, around each side of the headlight, it has these little LEDs to add style, if you will. Well, those things are useless, first of all. They're both, each side of our coach is a different color now. They faded over time, so they look totally different. They were an add-on item that Tiffin put on the headlights. They don't come with them, which is the reason for the issue. So I'm not going to be worried about putting those back on, or adding those back on. If I did, I would add my own color and make it my own, versus using just white.
I just posted the link to the headlights.
Was that? I thought, I'm not sure, but when you found that link, was that a follower of ours? Was that
Yes.
Facebook?
Yes and yes. But I know I've seen him on these live drives before.
No, yeah, but I meant, I thought for some reason I was thinking the Tiffin community.
Yeah, but he's a follower of ours too. He posted it on the Tiffin owners group.
Oh, okay, that's why I was confused.
But he's a follower of ours
See,
too.
now I get that now. Before, the way I thought it was is he sent it to you to saying Dave might like these. So I wasn't sure. But I do like them. Wherever they came from, I do like them, and I just ordered a set.
You're not incorrect. He posted them because he just got them, but then he did private message us and say that you might like them.
Oh.
So you are correct in that sense.
Oh, that's cool. So I had them, just ordered them today. Also ordered another, we had a scare when we were at Red Bay. I was just getting out of the shower, and our smoke detectors in our Motorcoach said, "Smoke warning, smoke detected in the basement." Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm a techie guy, so we have Nest smoke detectors 3 of them. One in the front part of the coach, one in the rear closet of the coach, and one in the cargo bay of the coach, which is very important. That is greatly overlooked by people. They should have a smoke detector in the cargo bay. And
Think of all the electrical and all the chemicals you have down there.
yeah, electrical fires, if they're going to start, they're probably going to start in the basement. So
I'm just gonna get myself.
since we use Nest smoke detectors, they communicate with each other. And so it actually said, warning, smoke detected in the basement. So we went out there, and sure enough, there was smoke in the basement. And I don't know where, to this day, I don't know where it came from. I checked all the, I know the general area it was concentrated in was in the Aquahot Bay area, which is also our electrical bay with our hose reel and our transfer switch. So my only guess is, since it didn't happen all night or anything like that, it happened the next morning when I took my shower, my only guess is we had some smoke from the Aquahot somehow get into the bay. And that set off the detector.
Because it hasn't happened since.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything since. But in any case, so I don't know where my story was going. Shoot. I don't know how I don't know how I, darn it.
You were just saying we had a scare the other day.
Yeah, but I don't know what led me to that. Because we were talking about the headlights.
Yeah.
So how did I jump from there to there?
I don't know.
Play the video back. Let's find out. Darn it. My short-term memory issues suck. They really suck. So anyways, I'm putting on new headlights. I'm not putting the LEDs back on unless I add my own color or do something different with them. And we have to replace them because the lenses are just bad at this point, and the light at nighttime, driving at night, it's terrible. It's basically yellow. That's how bad it is. Look at the roads. Somebody actually posted in the chat that they were going to come cross country, but now after seeing the roads, how they are out here, they're second thinking it.
Yeah. This is really bad.
Yeah, this is some of the worst roads we've been on. I'm moving over as soon as I get the chance. Because if I could be in the left-hand lane, I wouldn't have this issue.
It's just gonna smooth out up here.
I'm moving over because that is just ridiculous. I don't care if somebody tells me I need to move back over. If they want people to drive in the right-hand lane, by damn it, they better fix the right-hand lanes. That just irks me. Can you tell? You can even hear the difference right now. The road is not anywhere as close to being as bad on this side. It's still bad, but nowhere as close as to the right-hand lane. Quit complaining about crap with these things going on, money here, money there, money here. Put it into the freaking infrastructure like it's supposed to be. As I say that, going through a construction zone. I'm tired of these pet project things in government.
Okay. Are you done?
I'm done. Sorry, everybody. I'm just...
When we get up towards Columbus, we're going to be doing 270 East, which is exit 101. Right now we're at exit 84, so we still got a little bit, but I will let you know.
Well, this is saying something about 22 miles.
That's taking you through the city.
Okay.
That's what I said. It's
Okay.
not taking you through the go-arounds.
Okay.
If you want to go through Columbus, more power to you.
Check your app. Check your Google Maps and tell me. There we go. Now I can move over. Sorry about the rant. I'm just getting really tired. I'm getting tired of a lot of things lately, I guess. Maybe I'm getting old. I'm only 52. I shouldn't say that.
Well, right now it only shows me.
Construction was reported on I-71.
Well, thank you, Garmin GPS.
Oh, now it heard you say that. Right now it's just telling me the 270 west is 8 minutes slower. But you're going to be a lot happier doing the go around than you are going through the city. The city is very tight. Trish just texted me. I can sense you're getting closer. I feel the force is getting stronger.
Oh, that's funny. I still think the funniest thing that happened today was Roland
Yeah.
left something in the mailbox at Southwoods and went all the way back, walked a half mile back to our site and took a picture of him, did a selfie at our campsite. A, that's very stalkerish, okay? I have to just say that. But B, it's really funny as hell.
But it is funny, yes.
We're honored. We're honored. Actually, that's we're humbled by that. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And I don't mean it when I say stalker. That's a joke. You know, we've only had, in all these years of doing this, we've only had one person that we asked the campground.
Yeah, just didn't give us a good feeling.
Yeah, we had one all these years, one person we had to ask the campground if they ever come back, please don't
Don't put them near us.
park them near us like you did, because they had literally asked to be parked as close as they could to us. And every time I walked out of the coach, every time I would get flagged down. They were there a week. So yeah, that made for a long week. But one time, that person drove a good distance too to come see us. We've had people drive in a couple hours just to meet us, but the worst mistake about that, honey, can you give me a paper towel, please? The worst mistake about that is they didn't check with us before coming in those 2 hours.
To see if we were there.
So we might not have even been there.
We could have been out grocery shopping for all they know or whatever.
Recently, the person that Andrew of A&S Detailing, he details our Motorcoach for us when we get to Arizona. Recently, he told us that he has people that have driven 8 hours just to come there to have him detail their coach based on our say-so, based on our review of him. That's pretty humbling and scary that people trust us, what we have to say, I guess, to that degree. But the people were very satisfied. So I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Just gotta find a way to make money doing this. Only kidding. I am running out of things to talk about, though. I mean, literally not sure. I mean, we have so many videos. We have over 300 videos online. Over 300. And now we have a lot more followers than we did in the past. And so now I'm getting the questions, people write me and I answer them by sending them a link to a video I did 3 years ago. It's like I don't want to reshoot videos again. I mean, I could. but I wait for new products or something. So if there's something I'm interested in, then I can buy it and at least then talk about it. I won't do things like the security cameras in this Motorcoach that I put in. I won't talk about that because obviously it's not something people would do, and they're also not cheap. I mean, you can buy security cameras for $29, but the ones I put in are like $149. Somebody mentioned, I think it was Brian, a while back in the chat right before we changed out, he said something about doing a 360-degree video. He said he's got a 360-degree video cameras on his coach.
Oh, is he talking about the one that's on the roof?
I think so. And if so, I'm wondering, did he put it on it or does his coach come with it? And if so, who is it? Is it Newmar? He'll have to answer that. If he's still online and he heard me mentioning it, he will probably pop something into the chat screen about it. You don't have to go look for it.
Brian Hubbard says, David, if you want me to stalk you, you better have donuts in your pockets. You know, cop food. Max says, that's the way you change people's lives, David. Bill and Michelle say, you guys give honest reviews, good or bad.
Well, we try not to give negative reviews. I mean, we try not
to find something positive, but
we
tell you what we don't like about it.
Well, we normally don't blog or post or do a video or whatever on a product that we wouldn't. If I bought something and didn't like it, I wouldn't take the time to do a post about it. That doesn't do anybody, well, I guess it would do people good, but I don't want to, oh, big bump. I don't want to be,
hurt a company either.
Yeah, I don't want to hurt a company by saying something. You know, what's upsetting to me these days is all these people that are, all these video posters, RV video posters, and what they're doing these days is just ridiculously bad. And they have a lot of followers, more than us. One, we don't market ourselves, so and we don't post every other day. But there's no way in hell you have that much to talk about unless you're doing it for a living. And then they post about the stupidest things, and what kills me is I come across one of these, you know, when I'm on my own channel and here's a video recommended for you by some other RV blogger, and I'm like, well, what is that? I click on it, and just because I'm curious, and I sit there and I scream at the freak, not don't scream, but I'm sitting there and they tick me off because they're saying things that are just untrue, just wrong, and they're giving people wrong and bad information. Like the one that said, always make sure your inverter is turned off.
Yeah.
What? No, don't make sure your inverter is always turned off. Are you freaking kidding me?
Brian says the Coach company did it, and it's a Renegade Icon. It's one of those Super Cs.
Oh,
and it's the 360. The Coach company did it.
So it was put on when they from the manufacturer.
Yeah.
Okay.
James says, Andrew was great, 3 exclamation points. Had him do my Coach based on seeing your video. Then again, I'm local to Phoenix.
That's good for you. Every time we get to Rochester, well, Byron here, I always text Andrew saying, so when are you going to get here?
Brian Hubbard says, he also has perimeter security and IR on his Coach.
for my security, Brian Hill, since you mentioned IR, hang on. Bad bump, damn. Since you mentioned IR, you'll be interested, like my front camera that I have mounted up high looking down, my security camera, obviously I can't use the IR on that camera because it'll reflect back off the inside of the glass right back into the lens. It won't work. So I ended up mounting 830 nanometer IR lights underneath the coach so they shine outward. You can't see the IR obviously, but so I did an external light source so the cameras are usable at nighttime out the windshield. That is until somebody parks the car right in front of it.
Yes, dear. I figured at the cabin in Tennessee we were pretty safe.
I know, I was just joking. Yeah, the back camera that I mounted underneath my wing of my coach, that one uses its own IR light, and it does a really good job.
So yes, people are confirming we definitely want 270 east, not west, which is what I was going to do anyway, 270 east.
How happy does that make me looking at that American flag waving like that? Not that it's American flag, it could be any flag, but that flag is waving as much as it is, and the happiest thing that makes me is it's going the direction we are.
Which means we're being pushed by the wind.
Which means we're being pushed by the wind. Makes for a very pleasant drive. Okay, so what have I got going on? Because here I got to do
It's
something.
going to be exit 101,
Okay.
which is 270 east. You don't want west, you want east.
So exit 100 is up here. Wow, that's brand new. Look at all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Medical offices.
Wow.
Whole hospital and everything. Jeez.
That is a huge construction
Mount Carmel.
project. Wow. Huge construction. Okay, we got some signs here too, love.
Yep. "21 miles, 21 minutes."
That's a good sign. Then
Yeah,
again, it is.
definitely want to do the go around because you missed that construction sign that said if you're going 71 north, do the go around. Or expect lots of delays. Now it is after hours, but we're doing the go around.
I got it. I hear you. I understand.
Okay.
Are we doing the go around? The heck?
Got 2 miles.
The question is this lane gonna run out? The left lane ends in 1 mile, so it better not. Bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum 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 ba-dum. 23 miles to our destination, thereabouts. Oh wait, that's wrong, because the GPS is going the wrong way. I'll let you know in a minute after we get on the other road how long it is.
Well, it might try and turn you around for a little bit. We'll have to see. On Google Maps, it only added less than 10 miles. It wasn't far, but
55.
gets you around the construction that goes
Okay,
through the
here's
city.
101.
There's a Waffle House on the left. It's actually an awful house because there's no W.
It's an awful house.
You got this oncoming truck. exit open ahead, 35 miles per hour.
This one?
I don't know what you're pointing at, love.
Well, I think you just had me get off 270 West.
I was reading the construction sign that said 270.
So the question I have for you is, do you now have me on the wrong road?
No, this is 270.
Okay. Because everybody said
getting me
270.
worried.
Well, no, because I said 270 West, and you told me
No,
270
that said
East.
270 west up there because it loops around, love. It goes the opposite direction. This is east.
Okay. I know the direction we're going is east, but I'm just saying if you go back and look at that video, this sign pointed this way, 270 West.
But it was after this entrance. I understand what you're saying, but that sign was after this entrance.
Whoa! What an
And
idiot.
There was a sign before this entrance that said 270 east.
Continue on I-270.
And this will get us around to the top part of Columbus.
Okay, 31 miles now.
And then we're going to it'll get us back to 71 north.
Oh, I got to remember to order some resin, some new replacement cartridges for Simple Chuck. Now, since we changed our orientation, I can feel the crosswind now. You feel it?
Yeah.
It's a pretty heavy wind.
Richard, it says it's unusual for you to start a drive in the afternoon, isn't it? Yes,
10:30.
but we started at about 10:30 this morning. David took an update on the Mevo camera, and it's kind of messed up a few of the video feeds, so that's why we're kind of split between our live drives here for today.
Yeah, there's another half of this live drive from the beginning that you don't see. It's right now listed as it's not listed, but I have to go and put that back and relabel it part 1 of 2 because the live stream got split. For some reason.
29 miles to our final destination, just so you know. 28 miles, sorry. Adam says, I thought we were only going to drive for 6 hours max. Well,
we were, but unfortunately,
run into
slowdowns and traffic issues, and
yeah.
our approximate drive time was going to be 6 hours.
Yeah.
We usually try not to go more than 4 hours in a trip unless we're going point A to point B like we are. Then we'll go longer days because why stop at Carbellas at 3 o'clock, Cabela's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and sit there? So
But you could get a few more hours in.
Yeah, get further along.
One thing you also have to remember is in the springtime, sorry, in the fall, that's what I meant. In the fall, when you're heading south, it's going to get darker a lot faster. And if, you know, you're like us where we don't prefer to drive in the dark, then, you know, that can cut your day short too.
If I remember correctly, this Cabela's that we're going to, the street we go down is lined with trees. And it wasn't the most smart placement of trees.
Yes, it did have trees. But what we could also do, because I'm actually just looking at the satellite view, we could actually go into the Cabela's parking lot and then go straight across to that other parking lot if you wanted. But we didn't have an issue going down past those trees.
No, we didn't. Jesus, road.
That was a bridge seam that I'd be worried about that bridge in the future. Like it's sinking or something. Adam, we only have 25 miles left to our destination. We're going to a Cabela's parking lot for the night. If you were with us on our drive south in the fall, we stopped there in the same parking lot, so it's a decent place to stop.
Jesus, that's it. I'm changing lanes. Ridiculous.
Augusto wants to know what time are we going to start driving tomorrow. We're not sure. We're not going to get up at 6 a.m. and drive, but, you know, we probably won't wait until 10 or 11 either. I'm guessing we'll just get up, get some coffee, brush our teeth, get on the road.
But
Maybe
it's
not
the
in
get up
that
part.
order.
But it's the get up part.
It's the get up part that we're not sure of yet.
Usually when we're on the road, when we're driving, usually we wake up and just go, but we don't usually sleep that great in a parking lot. Oh, I gotta watch Star Trek Discovery.
Yep, we can do that.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys are sci-fi people or not, but I don't know if you've been watching the CBS
Access.
Yeah, all access Star Trek Discovery series. Oh man, is it good! Man, this season is just phenomenal. They shoot. You watch this, you swear the thing was shot as a movie. It is that good, that clean. Really, really well done stuff. And it goes way back when Captain Peck was actually a captain and not the admiral. So
Right.
we see him young and we see Spock young and stuff. It's awesome.
Yep. The people are loving Star Trek Discovery. They agree. Brian says he's calling the Ohio State Police on you because you're in the left-hand lane for over 5 miles.
Be in either of the 2 left lanes.
Brian, can you have them give us an escort so we don't have to worry about traffic and they can also get us around the potholes? As long as I move over every 5 miles and then move back, I'm fine.
And really, that cop has to be following you for 5 miles
That's
in order
true.
to tag you for being over 5 miles.
And then, what proof are they going to have? It's not like they're using a radar gun. They're going to have video proof. Probably that's the only way you can really do it.
Seems more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah.
This is all the paperwork and everything they'd have to do.
But see, I just moved over. I can move right back now and I got another 5 miles.
Yep.
See, it's laws like that that make zero sense to me. And really, seriously, if the roads were better, I wouldn't have to be in the left-hand lane. Like right now, the roads are fine. But you heard the difference. You've driven the difference. You know it.
I think he's just busting you. He's good at that.
I know.
Oh, Phil is wondering if our Waffle Houses are like punch buggies. Yes.
Yes.
And the short answer, yes. Because we're from upstate New York, we don't have Waffle Houses. So when we first started traveling, you don't see them for quite a while, and then all of a sudden we're like, oh look, there's a Waffle House. It's all they sell is waffles, apparently. And so it became a thing to spot the Waffle Houses. Because not everywhere has them. You go 2 states without seeing one.
And then bam.
Yep. We make it a little game.
Brenda usually wins. I usually make up the rules as I go to try to win.
Yeah, he changes the rules to make it
No, I
in
do
his
not
favor.
change them. I just modify them slightly.
Jeff, he says Waffle Houses really aren't that good to eat at. Well, they cook everything in butter, so
What's wrong with that?
yeah, it's probably not good. I can't even remember the last time we were in a Waffle House.
We
It's
did
been-
go to one though.
Well, we've been to one years and years and years ago just to say we've been to one. Because we had to try one. I think it was in South Carolina.
People were nice.
Yeah.
At least when we went, they were. Bing.
Jeff says, I took the Waffle Houses off my bucket list. And your heart thanks you, I'm sure. Cooking with all that butter.
Zoom! Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Now watch, he's gonna dive another way. Look at that.
Yep.
Whoa! Jeez, come on, people.
There is no reason for that.
Nope. Look at that. I don't think the guy even looked.
Robert says Bonnie and Clyde on the road again.
Not quite Bonnie and Clyde.
No, I think they mean the people weaving in and out,
Oh,
speeding through. That's how I took it. Yeah, and Brian says, and that's how people cause major accidents. That's for sure.
so what's my next move on? Do you have?
11 miles, you're getting on 71 north again.
Okay. Oh, damn. Look at this idiot. Watch the truck. Yep. He thought he was going to go right over, and then that car was there. Look at that, up to 7.5 miles to the gallon. So we've now hit our average mark. And that would be from the time we left this morning, because we have not shut off our engine since we started it this morning.
In 1.5 miles, keep left on I-270.
And that's through all of those very hilly and curvy areas, speeding up, slowing down. And this one time we're actually carrying full water.
Yeah. We would have done better if we didn't carry 600 pounds of water.
Yeah.
Look at all the cars.
Now Brian is citing the stupid Ohio laws. He's like, you want a crazy law? In Ohio, you can lose your driver's license for life, but own a vehicle as long as you have insurance on it. It's a law in Ohio, you have to have insurance on your vehicle.
Be in any of the 3 left lanes.
So you can own a vehicle and have it insured and everything, but you can't have a license. You lose your license.
Well, I can see that then you have a driver, somebody who drives you around.
Yeah.
Continue on I-270.
We're only 10 miles to our final destination
Okay, do you concur with exit 26?
at 71 North. Yes. Yep. And I'm hoping and thinking tomorrow's not going to be such a bad day because we're through all the major cities now. Yes, Mark, we are chasing the weather. That was why our window of opportunity to leave was today and tomorrow for our two-day drive.
Our 2-day drive, and
Our
straight
two-day
through.
drive. Or we would have to wait until Monday and drive Monday and Tuesday.
Because after that, it's
Lots of rain. And it's lots of rain this weekend.
yeah. So our choice was today and tomorrow, or Monday and Tuesday.
So we just had that front go through with that storm. And now we're driving. And then another one's coming through. So, yep.
That was by design of our travel plans. We weren't, to tell you the truth, we weren't 100% sure until we woke up this morning, if today's if today's drive was going to occur or not, because we had to check and see, when we got up and everything, how the weather looked and what have you. And it was already far enough past us or going by us and everything that we knew we wouldn't catch it or anything like that, so we were fine. You okay, love?
Yeah, that was just my purse that fell off of the hook because it was bounced so much. It actually came off the hook.
Look how close that guy is. Both of those. Jeez.
Oh, Max gotta go. He's running low on his cell phone battery.
Oh! Off your phone or shut it down right now, and then 6 minutes or 7 minutes from now, come back. And you can hopefully see us pull in somewhere.
If you want, or you can just play it back later.
Yeah. I can't go faster because we got Brian watching.
And Herbie.
And Herbie.
Jeff wants to know if we go anywhere near Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, would we stop and strangle that groundhog that promised us an early spring? Punxsutawneyville. And then Red Jaguar 100 says we already locked up Phil for fraud. Robert wants to know what's the average price for RV fuel in the U.S. That's going to vary greatly.
State to state.
Yeah, state to state and in the state too.
We just paid 304
4 or something.
something like that.
Let me look at my paper. 305 a gallon. We just paid right on the border there in Kentucky.
Miles. Take exit 26 on the right to I-71 North, then keep right.
Brian says he's keeping an eye on you. I'm putting the computer down now. So again, talk amongst yourselves.
It's for dinner tonight. Sorry.
I don't know. What are you making me? See, you two can play that game.
This is the right one, correct? Yep.
71 North.
Take exit 26 on the right to I-71 North, then keep right.
See how long I had that directional on? There was no excuse that people didn't know I was coming over. I had it on before we even got there. I mean, way back.
This is a curve to the right.
Thank you.
Be in either of the two right lanes.
Then what?
I use the address of the Cabellas. Just so you know.
Quarter miles. Take exit 121 on the right to IKEA Way, then keep left.
That is correct. Exit 121, Gemini Place.
So I didn't have to change lanes or anything. Perfect. Yay.
Well, I did that just for you, dear.
Ah,
I tried to help you out. I knew it would be a long drive day.
look at all the flags on the bridge.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What do we got? 121.
When we get off the exit, we're going to be turning left.
Take exit 121 on the right to IKEA Way, then keep left.
Keep left. 121 on Kiwi. Okay, so
Gemini, IKEA. Keep to the left, love.
Be in the second lane from the left.
You're good here.
AKA the middle. Second lane from the left of 3 lanes.
That was a funny TV show.
The middle was a funny
Middle.
TV show. Yes, it was. Okay, now which way am I turning?
3/4 of a mile. Be in the second
You're
lane
going to be
from
turning left.
Then turn left on Gemini Place.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be fun.
Just so you know, you're going to be turning left and then you're going to be turning right.
Okay, so I'm going to stay in the middle lane.
Turn
Yeah, see the
left at
Cabela's
traffic
over
light.
there? That's where we're going.
I'm just paying attention to the lane I need to be in. Right, stay right here.
Yep, you can stay right here and turn left.
Watching that currently green
Don't
light.
think you're going to make that light.
Nope.
And the Cabela's is right there on the corner. So then you're going to turn. Once we go over the bridge, there's going to be, looks like there's a light there that we turn at. That goes into the Cabela's.
Is it? I'll just have to see.
Remember, the hotels are on the other side of the Cabela's. Like this hotel here and that hotel there. You can see them right here.
Yep.
Those two.
Well, we'll have to see where to go now. 7 o'clock.
Yep. We'll be all right.
Hey, we're
Worst
coming
comes
in.
to worst, we go to IKEA and we eat meatballs.
I don't actually like their meatballs.
No, I'm not a big IKEA fan. It's
Press
too
board
much
for me.
stimulation in there. I think. Too much stuff. Spend hours in there and get nothing.
There's an IKEA right over there.
Yeah, and it is packed. Got a lot of people there. Doing a bunch of construction down the road that way.
We're just waiting on the light. Waiting, 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 waiting. Okay, here we go.
And you see
Okay,
that second
and-
green light?
Okay, thank you.
That's where you're going to turn right.
Thank you. Where that car just went?
Yes. So just stay right in this lane.
So not the second green light.
Well, this is a green light and that's a green light.
I'm not going all the way up there though.
No, that was a green light you just passed.
Oh, I'm sorry,
And
baby.
this is the second green light.
That
Nobody in the parking lot. Well, I take that back. There's one semi, it looks like. But he's on the opposite side of the parking lot.
so you just gotta let me know what I'm doing.
Yep. There's a Costco right here. We can walk over and get a slice of pizza.
Am I going up
Going
here?
straight, yes.
Okay.
And then we're turning where this SUV's pulling out.
Arriving at 1650 Gemini Place.
So swing
on the
wide if you
right.
can, love.
I know though.
Okay.
This is a pretty wide turn as
All
it
right.
is. Just gotta watch for the trees. That's what I was referring to.
Yes.
And not hit the car, which I did not. See the wind? Look at those flags. We did good today with the wind.
Yeah, here's a stop sign here.
Now these are, dang, that was a big hole.
I would go straight and on the other side of this median, then turn in so we can pull around
Okay.
so we're facing
now,
out.
to the right here, these are actual places to park, but they're at a slant.
And they have RV dump station. I forgot about that.
Made it. Okay,
So
now
my
I'm gonna
thought
go over
is
there.
to go up here, turn around, and then park over here against the grass.
Yeah, I don't remember. Did I go through there before?
I don't remember. But it doesn't, I mean, there's a curb there, so.
The good news here also is the Wi-Fi you can get from the hotels. Now I just gotta get the car to come in. Oh, getting out's gonna be fun. Okay, I'm good.
Are you good?
Right there. Yeah. And we made it, people.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. And we'll go to neutral. Parking brake. We'll spin the camera around here,
That noise is our super slow step cover.
which that's another joke of, I don't know, Tiffin, they do some things on the cheapest, crappiest way. And the step cover is one of my biggest pet peeves.
We had a nicer step cover in our 2008.
Yeah, and a Tourmaster, a Gulfstream product of
It
all
came, it
things.
came out across the steps, but then it raised up, so it came flush with the
Flush.
floor. It was awesome. But anyway, I suppose if we have to live with the step cover, I can live with that.
Okay, other than the mishaps today with the Mevo camera,
They're still talking about Star Trek
and it
Discovery.
cutting out and stuff, we're gonna go now so I can set up and watch Star Trek Discovery.
And we can figure out something for
And
dinner.
we can figure out something for dinner and then figure out about our travel plans tomorrow. We do not know what time we're traveling. I'm going to guess 8:30, something like that. It's going to be my guess. It all depends on when we feel like getting up. But in any case, we're done. We're here. Hope you enjoyed the split video. I didn't enjoy the split video, but it had to be part 1, part 2 because the Mevo stopped broadcasting for some reason. But anyways, we're done. I'm David.
I'm Brenda.
We're from OutsideOurBubble.com, and we're asking you, when's the last time you got outside your bubble? Every time we go live. Take care, keep safe. Maybe see you tomorrow as we approach New York.
Bye.
Well, upstate New York. Bye, guys.